They are dealing with it, so there is unfortunately houses which has been abandoned, but yeah.
Think of all the letters that flow through here. All the drama.
Yeah, I will, but not now. Yeah. Something I don't understand, but yeah.
Thanks for all you've done.
The epidemic left buildings abandoned.
Did I do a big mistake here earlier? I might have. Sure, but no. Sometimes you just end up in a situation where you kind of, why is that there and not there? Let's save a little bit space there. So produce more than I need right now. Yeah. But that means I can put up some other production if I want to. So that's kind of okay. And we can upgrade a little bit. So ruin there. So
young me, you. I used to be so naive.
So that is actually not too bad. So that's good. So the question is, should we start looking at
I should be honored.
bread? Really? producing half of what is
We
needed.
celebrate your leadership.
That is not good. Well, I should look at this also. Do I produce enough? Yeah, I do. Good. Well, we need to produce enough at least. Numbers look fine. We have the police station. Do that while we can. A little bit of clay, but I'm not keen of actually using it right now. It's one of these things. What the heck? Overproducing, so no, I'm not buying that. What are we doing here? Anything with bread? I don't think so. I should get one more so I can actually get some extra bread. I can't build anymore at the moment, so oh. Wow. How's bread looking? Oh, coming.
You reached a new milestone.
And this is where we tomorrow will have a lot to do. I'm not going to start this up today, but it is going to be the age of engineers tomorrow, and we'll start looking at their needs and set up a lot of production for them. And I can see I better start something more up.
When headline dominates the front pages.
Yeah.
My name is Lady Jane Faithful,
Yeah,
and it is my duty to this.
know who you are. Please go away.
Watch out. We'll be joining you. Lady Faithful. Seductive charms burying my desk.
Yeah, I don't care. Can't use that for anything. So I need a lot of glass and steel now, so I'm actually going to add more production here. I don't know if they can reach, but that we'll have to find out. That one does, that one does. So I'll only engage one of them now. And that will sit until I get into problems. There's another hospital. Place there, well, so the first thing with these is set up that was a horrible place. There's at least needs windows. Oh dear. Yeah, as I said, this is going to be the big theme tomorrow. That is building up all the productions for the engineers. And it's not different from the others, but it's just more complex and more expensive. So we are going to see these numbers going a little bit stupid. How many did it need? 10. Okay, I'm glad I put another one in production, to be honest. Wow. Yeah, that is what we have to do. We have to. If we don't have the building materials, we won't be able to build. So that is a must. Money-wise, yeah, just have to be a little bit savvy and make sure that we actually do it the right way. And I'm kind of sure it will be done like that. And there's a lot more to do in the new world as well. And I'm going to leave the Arctic for now because that takes all my concentration to make that work. That is one thing which I will admit I've been struggling quite a bit on. But there is many things in the game that you have to learn, and that is one of them. Okay, first 10 is coming up. We need 80 more engineers to turn it into capital, so that's actually relatively close. Going to be kind of fighting with a thing or two, because it's not only the first part, it's also the second part, because building these also takes windows, and I will admit I am kind of just plonking them down, and I will move them around if I get anything I can put into a trade union that will affect any of these things. Bicycle, sewing machine, cap assembly, motor assembly, fan factory, scooter factory, and sewing machine factory twice. Okay. He gives me a lot of good things for free, and that is great, because at least that can save me if money start getting critical in any way. So how many do I need? 25. Jesus. Dropped with visitors because of yeah. So the commute up here is actually quite useful, but again, it is one of the things that it takes a little bit of planning, because I pretty much only have farmers on that island. This one I have not built anything on. This one is the same. I have them for some reason, but I do not know why. I had a plan at some point, but that plan seems to have gone out the window. So that's yeah, that's what it is. That I can't do much about. How much can I have? 850. So some of them I will start selling if they reach over 800. I think. But I actually need to really go in and start planning what I move around as well. So I don't have many trade routes. To see where the ship is actually. So it's sailing with 50 times 2, so it's actually not up to full. Okay. Okay. Wrong one. I need to go here. So
This city is a magnet for genius.
there is 150 and
What about a power umbrella for rain or shine? Goodness knows I could use such a thing.
what? So make the potatoes and the soap. How much soap is actually on that? Okay, that we can find out. not from there. It's from there. So it doesn't take a lot, get a lot. Production is not very high. Hiplet. So why is that the case? Is there any reason we don't get a lot? I still need windows for that. Oh, wouldn't help anything. That wouldn't help anything. So you're living in surplus. So how much is it actually using? It's not using a lot, but it's only producing 4. So how many pigs? Plus 5. It's not a big money maker at this point anyway, but still. Can give us a little bit more. Oh, can move my legs again. Oh. So, how are we doing here? Fortunately, this takes windows as well.
Look sharp, the governor's here.
So, there's the limestone coming in. It's good. We need 25. Jesus. Ugh. Money is still fine, so that's a positive. that's copper and zinc, so we can start making brass.
Confounded tricky this stage.
And then we need the concrete up and running. And then we can start looking at the electricity and so on and so on and so on. There's a lot of logistic nightmare in engineers, but again, it's what makes the game challenging and kind of fun. So it's not as bad as it sometimes sounds, but there is a lot of thinking about what are you doing with what. That is really where we have to start finding our feet, because otherwise we make a mess out of, for instance, electricity, and I tend to do that anyway. So let's see how that goes. We have 4 iron up here. That's a lot. So we need to pull this out. I need to take it up north of this and put it down along this ridge, kind of down here where I will somewhere put the oil harbor. Then we need to find out where we place the electricity around the city. Again, it's something I need to really think about. I technically have space for, so we might move the church. Here. It still covers pretty much everything, so that's fine. And then maybe put a electricity here, so we need a route in and technically out. Yeah, I'm sure we can solve that, but as said, that will be tomorrow. This has been a very warm stream, but it actually feels like, well, the temperature has only fallen 1 degree since, according to Microsoft, but I wouldn't know until I get outside, and I will take my dogs out for a little walk, because They have been suffering in the heat.
Sail.
So I don't know. We don't get to the 25 tonight, but well, at least we have something to look forward to tomorrow. Producing whatever we need to make these things. And we still need to keep an eye on everything else. So yeah, it is the good thing is, and we can take a little look at that. When we look at the engineers, they pay way more for things than the others does. So this is actually good. Those which we need a coffee is going to be a problem. That's the only thing I really think will be a struggle, but I will need to find out a way of making loads of coffee in the new world. At least that's one way of doing it. Actually need to get down to is down here all the interesting things comes. Whether we will get there, that's a good question. We actually start being fine on sausages, so should probably find something else to probably should set these up a little bit. Just to get it moving a little bit more. See, I could take something which gives a lot more output. For instance, this one. The problem is I would need to, well, kind of need to export them, so I would then need a ship. I still don't have a ship. Oh, I do. because they can go to the new world and actually be useful there to do a little bit extra. So yeah, we've started producing concrete. That is actually good. We're getting up with the windows for the next one. I still don't understand why a concrete factory would need that many windows, but again, I should not ask so many questions. As someone said to me, it's all about what the programmers thinks. They put in the values and you just accommodate their wishes, and yeah, he was right. We do that. That is how it is. We find a game we find interesting to play, and then we just comply to the programmers, and that doesn't matter what game it is and what type. If it's one where we shoot something, then the speed of the bullet, precision and stuff like that, it's all put in by the programmers, and we just comply to it and accept, okay, that is like that. And yeah.
Shit.
That was not the ship I wanted. Even though it was...
I will simply go to press.
Why does that sound like a threat? I can't afford to make propaganda because my influence is rather low and I am struggling building things if I do that. So yeah, that is so we need some force. We have the beef now. That was really it. Items, goods, some food stuff. Some sausages, yeah. I guess that's kind of it. Nothing else I really need. So let's go and hunt some pirates. We are almost ready to build the next concrete factory, so that's good. It is a little bit sad that we have to wait sometimes. of these. I'm still earning money, so it's actually good.
Ship construct.
Thank you.
Hi.
And what was it I needed that for? Jesus. Oh yeah. It was to sail.
To the edge of the world.
Treading paths never trodden.
You sting a all night.
No, I'm not doing that right now.
Jumble.
Send it there.
Go on an adventure? Don't be scared if Bob Whibley can also do it.
Yeah. Anything else I need to send that way? Things which might be needed, but I don't really have an overview right now, so let's just do it like that for now. Okay. We have passed 1 o'clock and that is my checkout time. So we actually managed to build the second concrete factory before closing time. That was kind of good. And I am going to save the game. So I will say thank you to everyone who has been watching, and I hope you have enjoyed this journey to build an empire. I'll be back tomorrow continuing, and then we will start setting the production to make the engineers happy, and that is going to be challenging at many levels. So see you tomorrow at 8 o'clock UK time. I am ready to go to bed because it's been very warm, but I need to walk the dogs first. So good night everyone, and thank you for watching, and thank you for subscribing, and those who have followed, I appreciate that as well. Thank you, and see you tomorrow. Stay safe and not too warm, I hope. Good night.